Salam alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today we're going to do some cooking. So I'm going to show you how to make a really nice, healthy, organic vegetable soup. And it's made with onions, cauliflower, potatoes, celery, cream, butter, all good things. I know you haven't seen me online lately. And that's actually because I've been having a really hard time with dressing as a Muslim and going through community activities as a Muslim. And it's really been trying for me over the last couple of weeks. Actually, a little bit longer than that. But so for whoever's been following my channel, you know that I have strong Christian roots. And I have spent years in the Catholic Church. I have spent years in different denominations of Christian churches. I have explored some Judaism, some Buddhism, some Baha'i, and things like that just for the knowledge, but didn't follow those particular religions. I personally feel that if a person that was created by God has a good relationship with God, follows all of God's commandments and rules, and reads scripture and teaches scripture to their children, shares scripture, lives in a way that reflects goodness and light, that they are equal regardless of what religion that they choose to follow. So the Quran says that a Muslim man can marry a Christian woman or a Jewish woman, and they don't need to revert. And that's because Christianity and Judaism is accepted in the eyes of Allah. And I've been having a difficult time lately because I am only surrounded by Christians, and yet I am trying to fit into the mold of a traditional Muslim woman out here in an environment where I have no other Muslim people to spend any time with. There is no call to prayer. There are no mosques and no calls to prayer throughout the community. But there is a lot of Christianity. There are many, many churches on every corner. The area of the country that I'm in right now is very Christian. I would say that probably at least 75% of the people here are practicing godly Christian people. But I have no support in the Muslim community whatsoever, and I haven't had any for a very, very long time. And doing everything by myself and trying to be the only one that goes out into the community that is dressed the way I do from head to toe with, modest clothing, especially in the middle of the hot summer where it's in the 90s, plus hijab or any type of head covering whatsoever is really starting to become difficult for me. Mostly because I have no support. If I had a husband, that would be a different story, because at least I would have a little bit of support, enough to move forward and feel good and secure and know that I was protected and supported. But I don't have that either. I've never faltered in my faith with God, ever in my life. And I appreciate the Muslim faith, but I also appreciate Christianity and Judaism. And I appreciate knowing about other religions, cultures, histories across the world. I don't appreciate it when Muslims attack other religions or attack me for talking about things that I've found in the Bible that are similar to what is in the Quran and things like that. I don't appreciate it when I do a vlog when I'm living in a Christian community and I'm showing you what's here in my life, which is the reality of my life, where there's Christian churches in the background and I might walk through one or something to that effect. And then I'll get hate mail for that. Well, that's not showing me that Muslims are being godly. And the Quran says leave the judgment to Allah anyway. Same for Christianity. You're supposed to leave the judgment to Allah, God. So I've been struggling with this lately. I've also been struggling with the fact that I miss my ex-husband a lot. And I can't do anything about that. I have tried to find another husband, and each time I attempt to, it just doesn't seem to be the right person for me. I did find one person that I thought would be a very nice husband, and they led me on for a very long time. But I don't think they ever really had an intention of marrying me. And if they did marry me, I think I was going to be a secret and not introduced to the family or have a proper wedding or party, or even probably be in their home country with them at any point for any length of time. So I don't feel that that is godly either. That's not what the Quran says that you're supposed to do. So I've been feeling very disappointed in Muslims, and I've been feeling very uncomfortable in my environment. So I've been having kind of a hard time over the last couple of weeks because I'm human, and human beings go through things like that, and then they have to try to process it and figure it out. So that's why you haven't heard from me in a couple of weeks, because I'm going through a time in my life where I feel disappointed, alone, different, lied to, deceived by a lot of different Muslim people. As you know, I had that big fight to get some products that I paid for delivered, but a couple of good Muslim men helped me to make that happen. But then I tried to also make a website to help with Muslim marriage, practicing marriage, where Jewish women and Christian women that were practicing could come and join the site if they were willing to marry a Muslim man, because I know there's a shortage of Muslim women looking for men. And if a Muslim man wants to marry a believing woman of another faith, the Quran says that they can do that. That didn't happen either, because the Muslim man that was working on the site kept deceiving me and never ever finishing. I would wait and I would ask things and he would promise it and it never happened, and this dragged on for months, and that's why we do not have a marriage site right now. Now, granted, there is a Muslim man who's very nice, very kind, who's been following me on my channel for a long time, and he has offered to help with this, and I have accepted his offer, but I haven't gotten back to him on the details yet. So it's not everybody. There are many Muslim people who are very good. They have pure hearts and they want to help and they're nice, but I don't think you understand how hard it is for me to play the whole part of a traditional Muslim woman in America, in farm country, in Christian God country, all alone with absolutely no support whatsoever. Just think about, here's the scenario I want you to envision in your minds, okay? Just think about if you were living in Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran or Qatar, any of those places, and you were a woman and you decided that you were going to revert to Christianity. And everyone around you was Muslim. And maybe there were no Christians around. And if there were, they were very few and far between, and you hardly ever had any contact with them. You didn't see any Christians running around anywhere. But now you decided, okay, my path is Christianity. And so you're a woman and you're saying, okay, well, now I'm not going to cover anymore. Now I'm going to walk out on the streets wearing blue jeans or shorts and show my legs and wear a little t-shirt, and I'm going to, have my hair down, and I'm going to put makeup on, and I'm just going to walk around out there in public anytime I need to go out and do something. Because now I'm a Christian, I'm not a Muslim anymore, right? So I'm doing this. Can you imagine how hard that would be for you or your wife or your sister to do and to keep doing for years with absolutely no support whatsoever? Can you just imagine that? Because that's what I go through here in the opposite way. And I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of being lied to by men, being deceived, and, all of that stuff. I'm just sick of it. And I know it's not all men. Thank you to the men that, came to my rescue a couple of times already that follow me on this channel. But I gotta tell you, the majority of the people that I've been, having experiences with has not been good. And another thing, Muslim women don't give me any support. My entire following for this channel is 95% male. And I look on other Muslim women's channels to see their comments and things like that, and it's almost all women. So I get no support from Muslim women even online. And I would like to be talking to women. Now, I don't mind answering questions and being polite and, doing some business stuff with males just on the internet, on the channel that's, on the up and up, that has to do with the channel and helping me as a revert. That's fine. And I don't mind, answering an email from time to time, but I would really like to have the support of sisters. I would really like to have some sisters on my channel. And I don't feel that I need to change my channel because my channel is about who I am. It's real, it's me. It's my life, it's my experiences, it's my creativity. And yet I'm being obviously shunned by the majority of the other sisters online. That doesn't show me good Muslim behavior. Sorry, but thank you to the sisters that are on my channel, but there's probably like 10 of you total. Anyway, that's why I haven't been on for a while, because I'm really debating on whether to keep this channel going or to switch it over to something else, because honestly, I've just had it up to here with the whole thing. I'm tired of trying to walk on a tightrope in my environment too. I really am. Because honestly, I don't feel that there's going to be any difference between my relationship to God, no matter what religion I follow. But it's really disappointing. The whole thing is really disappointing, and I'm struggling with that right now, and that's why you haven't seen me. Anyway, we're going to make some nice food today. So on a happier note, I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It's one of my favorites, and it's really easy to make and very delicious. Mashallah.